man, so breaking this motor down, we got a major problem. Major problem. Man, I just don't know what to even say about these, man. I am upset. God. Man, this sucks. Sucks for me. So, here's what happened. Alright, man, PullsTv. Back with another video, man. We back for part 4, man. Part 4. Part 3, I was supposed to start. I was supposed to put the engine on the engine stand. And my bolts got in the way. I showed y'all in the last video that it was too short. If you haven't seen the last video, you've missed 2 other videos. So you can go all the way back to part 1. I link the playlist up here. Part 1, part 2, part 3, and this is part 4. So now we got longer bolts. Longer bolts. Hope y'all can see it. But I almost walked out of there with the wrong bolts. But I got the right bolts. And we are not gonna get this engine on the engine stand and start taking that joker apart, man. So y'all stay tuned. I know I'm sweating, it's hot. But y'all just stay tuned, man. We finna get the engine on the engine stand and start breaking it down, man. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, man, hopefully y'all can hear me without getting the engine stand. And I'm getting ready to jack the engine up. As soon as I can get this back. Alright, we're gonna jack the engine up. In the last video, man, I talked about how I got the engine and the plans for the engine. So if you missed it, you might want to go back. So y'all just hang tight, man. I'm finna get this thing on the engine stand, and I'll check back in with y'all again, man. Alright, man, so the engine is totally on the engine stand now. Had to cut up some bolts and rig up some stuff to make it work, but it is on there. It is good and stable. Yeah, man, so let's start by taking this intake off. We're gonna get this front drive accessories, all that off, and we're just gonna start there, and then once I get to the heads and all that, I'm gonna start putting those bolts in bags and all that stuff like that, because we want to get to the block and see what we got. So we want to get to the bare block with nothing left. So I'm gonna pull this big intake off. I might pull the lower off just to make sure I got a hydraulic roller, which I'm pretty sure it is because it's EFI. Should be a hydraulic roller, but I just want to be sure. But yeah, let's start taking this thing loose, man. check back in. Y'all see the whole front accessory is off. I'm try to bring, hold on, let me turn this light on right here. Alright man, you see the whole front accessories off. I'm glad I didn't try to run this motor, man. Once I get into it, I'm not realizing, whew, it's rough in there. See down in there. I'm glad I didn't try to run it, man, because it needs some work. It definitely needs to be gone through. So I'm getting ready to just pull the distributor and I'm gonna pull the intake off. And we're gonna pull the fuel rail, pull the intake. How many days we gotta pull the fuel rail, pull the intake? We're just gonna pull the intake. See if we can just pull the intake off. And that's gonna end that one, man. Once we get this off, I just need to make sure this is a hydraulic roller motor. I think it is, but like I said, I don't know nothing about Fords. I don't know if you can even get a flat tappet with that intake, but I just still want to be clear. So y'all stay tuned. I'm tired and sweating, but we're finna get the distributor out and the intake off, and then we'll check back in then. I do have very disappointing news, man. This block is not a roller block. It is a flat tappet block, man. This is the ultimate upset. See if I got my light on here. Let me turn this on so I can see this valley real good. As you can see inside that valley, there are no holes for you to bolt a tray. And there should have already been a tray in here because this is a stock 302, man. So at this point, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna just look for another block altogether, but that's what we got, man. I'm a little, if I gotta be honest, I'm a little upset about this being a flat tappet block, man, but got it for free, so who knows? I may just put it together. Like I said, this is not a permanent solution. It's just something just so I can get some V8 power. We're gonna do a lot of ride reactions and a bunch of different things with it. So if anybody know anything about flat tappet motors, I mean, how can I make power with them? Can I still make power with them? Are they worth building, or is this just a loss? So I wasn't sure what kind of block it was. I didn't see any kind of casting numbers. I'm glad I didn't buy it. I'm glad, I'm glad my granddaddy did give it to me. So anyway, man, that's gonna close this one out. If y'all just hold tight, we gonna have a quick talk real quick, man. So all right, man, so that's gonna end this one. A little sweaty, hot out here, man. In Georgia, it's hot, man. But anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in for part 3. Is this part 3? I think it's part 3. I'm lost. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in for part 3 or part 4. I think it's part 3. In part 4, man, I'm gonna go in and I guess kind of figure out what's next. I think somebody did say there's a kit that I can buy to make it hydraulic roller. I guess the not push rods, but lifters with the chain on them, or something that connects them or something so they stay in place and don't come out. Some kind of retrofit kit. You should be able to run a regular solid roller cam, but some people have still said it's just better to still just get a hydraulic roller block. But we'll see, man. It was a free motor, so we'll see what happens with it, man. We will see. So y'all tune in for part 4. I'm gonna make the decision on it. But until then, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Disappointments, upsets, but hey, we're gonna push through it. We're gonna push through it. PullsTv gonna always push through it, man. That's what y'all gotta know. But anyway, man, I got a little thunder and stuff going on outside, so I'm finna wrap this one up. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with somebody, man, that may be building a motor. If you got any kind of knowledge for me below, put it down there. If you ran a flat tappet or if you ran the retro kit on a flat tappet block, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna be reading the comments. But until then, man, PullsTv, gone.